How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the first episode of my new series in City Skylines. For this series, I'll be trying my best to create a green city. If you have any suggestions or anything you want to see in the city, leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to add it. I'll be using the map Meandering River for this playthrough. It's one of my favorite maps as it's got a lot of flat areas, it's got a nice river running through it, and there's a lot of farmland, so that works perfectly with our green city concept. It has decent railway access over here, and across this open land we have the highway, which is a pretty nice off-ramp that we'll use. Now I'd like to start my city in this open area over here, and eventually move most, if not all, the industry down by the train tracks over here. To start off, I'll be purchasing this plot of land over here by the highway so that we can start building over in this area. Before I start building inside our city, I want to create another entrance and exit off the highway to help with traffic in the future. And now to work on the roads that go through the city. After finishing the roads, I added a few different districts to our city. I'll stick with the default names for now, but if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave in the comments and I'll use those instead. I'll be putting most of my industrial zone in Glade Park over here, as it's between the two entrances and exits of the highway. Most of the high density residential will go in Myrtle Circle. Then I'll put some low density residential in most of the surrounding areas. I also put a lot of walkways between districts to promote walking and decrease traffic. After setting some policies to help our city stay green, it's time to do some zoning. I've put in the basic utilities for now, and as you can see, our first few residents have finally moved in. I'd like to add some low-density residential here in this area, just to break up the monotony and make it look a little bit nicer. I'm not sure if you guys saw earlier while I was building the roads, but the two inner circles are actually one-way roads, just to help with the traffic later on. Since our city's growing, we have a high demand for industrial, so let's zone that now. Now let's put a park between the industrial area and the residential areas over here. Thanks to our new industrial area over here, it seems like we have a little bit of a power shortage. Our one little wind turbine over here by the highway doesn't seem to quite cut it, so let's add a few more. Now that our city is growing and developing quite nicely, I'd like to start working on a central park. I was thinking of using half of this central circle area here and a little bit of the outer area, and hopefully that'll look nice. Now I think that looks pretty good for now, but we might expand it and make it a little bit bigger later on. In our next episode, I'll try and focus on expanding our city and maybe putting some public transportation. I'll also try to put some more parks and monuments just to make it look a little bit nicer. I hope you enjoyed the first episode, and I'd appreciate if you could drop a like and subscribe so you can keep up with the series.